The date is the 3rd of March, 2013, and this is your daily dose of D&D. My name is Micheal, and thank you all for joining me. Today we're going to run through the group that I'm playing with. Right now we have, let me count them on my fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and me playing at our table. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. We'll run through them, not quite by name, but by description. First, playing an Eldrin, and who normally sits on my left, we have a very new person. I don't know if this is his first encounter with D&D. It definitely could be. He's definitely new to our group, but he does extremely creative things. Like we were in a area that was supposedly very philosophically advanced, and he asked if, hey, do these guys have bicycles? And I'm like, sure, why not? And so there were bicycles in the town, and that kind of changed how my mental picture of the town was laid out. And it was an extremely creative thing, and I'm totally okay with people doing that type of thing. And that's the type of role-playing that I want people to get involved with in my campaign. So that was pretty cool. Number 2 is our Minotaur, and I've talked about Paul before, so I'm going to totally mention him by name, because the jerk doesn't watch my videos. Paul, if you're watching this, leave a comment down below. Telling me that you did, and that I will apologize for calling you a jerk. You jerk. Paul's been playing D&D longer than I have in our group. He was there when I came in. Tanith, his Minotaur, has been in there longer than I've been playing D&D. Off and on, of course, like our group is. And it's, he's pretty good at, he's not as good at the role-playing. He loves combat, he loves running combat, and it's his strength as a DM. Is that his combat is normally amazing. It's a lot of fun. But recently, Paul hasn't been having a lot of fun in the social aspects of D&D because of his character has extremely unique role-playing, and we just lost his foil in the group, as I mentioned a day or two ago. And so his character needs to go a little bit of shift while the rest of the party goes around it. And right now, he's playing an extremely stupid party face. And the party face isn't supposed to be stupid. The party face is the person who carries everybody through the encounter and stuff. Which isn't very fun. Unless you have a character that's, that can roleplay through stuff very well. And right now, with how the party dynamic works socially, he doesn't have that. And so that's kind of annoying for him. And so he wants a lot more combat, and he wants dungeon delves, because he thinks that it's going to ease people into, playing D&D, but I disagree with him because I think it's more of a social thing, because that's what I'm better at. The third person in our group is playing a Dragonborn. He's also pretty new to D&D. He's still on his first character, just like the Eldrin. But, he's role-played a little bit before. He's not the greatest at it, because he's pretty new and he hasn't had a lot of opportunity. He speaks in an accent for his character, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of us do that, and, we have to remind him, when he slips out of his accent, he does this very, very thick Scottish, and sometimes he'll do an English type of thing, and we'll, kind of make fun of him for that, but, he's got a very interesting character. I've talked about it before, I'm sure, but that was a while ago. He's starting to be, in the party. I think, I think we're gonna kill his character, honestly, because he keeps, I keep doing interesting stuff to him because it's a lot of fun to tease him, but I think he's just going to, inadvertently cross a line too far, and we're gonna kill his character, and then he'll get to play another one, and that'll be fine. By the time you get to, your third character, you start knowing what's going on. We have a lot of people who are on, their first or second characters. Most of the group, in fact, half the group, is on their first or second character, and so it's a very young group, and that makes it kind of awkward when trying to do D&D stuff. And once again, I'm going to wish for 5th edition, because I can't wait for 5th edition, because then everyone's going to be on an equal footing for the rules, and that'll be great. The fourth person in our group has been around for a while, but he, but 4 and number 5 are married, and they're very flaky people. They show up about half of the time. Maybe a little bit more sometimes, but for the most part, they don't really show up, and it's kind of their fault that we're getting in, 2 hours of role-playing a week, instead of, 5 or 6 or 8 or however long other groups tend to do their role-playing sessions. And so that's not good. He's played a lot of characters. He's not very good at role-playing. I really don't know. He's tried DMing before, and he has a lot of really cool ideas, but he's not, very good at it. I don't know, what he could do better, what he's doing wrong. It'd be great if he was there more often so we could know. We're trying to get, he doesn't have a lot of lore built around his character, and he's got kind of a shaky character base. I think if he tried a new character and tried to make something, simple and just let a personality and a character evolve, that his stuff would be better off for it. Instead, I think he got a concept of his character down very early in his mind and hasn't wanted to change it ever. And stuff just doesn't work like that. But I don't know. I was not there. I haven't seen all the incarnations of his character. And he plays a Gith Yankee. Just to round off species. Our fifth player, married to number 4, is currently playing a Razor Claw Shifter. And she's kind of the shakiest of the two. Because she doesn't pay attention a lot while they're there. And just kind of sits back and is using it more as a time to be away from her kids instead of be here to play D&D. And hey, guys, people at the table, I'm not judging you. No, that's not true. I am totally judging you, and in front of the camera, and in front of YouTube, but I don't mean anything by it. You guys are all awesome. I would be totally sad if any of you left our group. So don't, and yeah, I'm really happy to know all of you guys, and I'm glad that D&D has brought me to you guys. I just wish that we could play longer sessions and do a lot more stuff. That's all I'm saying. Our shifter, yeah, she hasn't even made her last 2 or 3 characters. As far as I know, she's in the group to be a person there and to roll dice. I'm trying. One of my goals as a DM is to get her involved. And so when she goes and starts doing creative stuff and starts interacting with people and starts getting stuff happening to her, and, we based a corridor, a very, very fun corridor that I will talk about in a video upcoming real soon, once I start actually going over my campaign, where combat hadn't even really started, and she was enthralled with what was going on. Once combat started, it started shaking a little bit because her turns were really quick, because she wasn't involved in the combat. She was doing a skill challenge a little bit outside of it. But she was so involved with what was going on. She really liked it. And that was a victory for me. No matter what else happened that week, and a lot of fun stuff happened that week, or the week before. It was a fun place to be. I got her attention, and she played in my world for that little bit of time, and that was totally worth it. What am I on? 6. The 6th person is my sister, and actually you guys will totally get to see her in the next video, because it's going to have her in it, because while I was at work, the day I recorded this, on Thursday, the 28th, she sat in and DM'd for a little bit, and we're going to get a little bit of interview type thing based on that. But that's my party right now. And then there's me. I've been playing for a couple of years. I play a bunch of characters. Right now I'm running the game. I suck at combat. I love social interactions. I'm not quite sure how to use skill challenges. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get them in. In fact, here in a couple of weeks, in our campaign, there's going to be a night that is pretty much nothing but skill challenges. And we'll see how people interact with that and see how well I do at it. Once again, my name is Mad Matt Wankow, and this has been your daily dose of D&D. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below and leave me a comment telling me why you liked it. If you didn't, hit the, you can also hit the thumbs down, which lets me know that you guys totally saw it, and leave me a comment telling me why you didn't like it. And if you're one of the people who were in the video, hey, leave a comment too, and tell people what number you were, and maybe they'll come to your YouTube channel if you have one and check you out, and, or whatever. And, yeah, tell me what you guys thought of my analysis of you. And if I'm totally wrong, let me know, and I will totally put out a video saying that I was totally wrong. I'm 100% okay with that. If you like getting a daily dose of D&D and you're on the YouTube homepage, you can click on the subscribe button down there in the center, and, I will come to your YouTube subscription box after going around the circle and making sure that I numbered everything correctly. My name is once again Man Matt Wankow. This has been your daily dose of D&D. You guys stay online, and I will see you next time.